Oh, hey, what's going on YouTube? So you know it's best here. Here about to do my review of the Gentouch 2 Android tablet. One of the first Android tablets to come here in the United States for a very cheap price. You get this thing for $150, $160 at Kmart. They're constantly sold out now though, so but you can get it for about $150, $160 at Kmart if you can find one. And it's just running Android, and one of the settings looks like it's running Android 2.1. Hopefully by this time the video is done booting up, but probably not. But let's first talk about the form factor. And I do overall like the screen size and just the general form factor of this device. It's a little bit bigger than the Dell Streak, not as big as the iPad. So, but I think it's kind of right there in the middle, and I think it feels comfortable in my hands. Now, speaking about the design, though, it does feature some quirks about it. And one of the things, it does have the little writing there next to the ports. It says HDMI, but it's not an HDMI port there, so it's kind of stupid. And just overall, it does have some buttons on the back of the device, and so you can't navigate this tablet without using the buttons on the back. So if you open up an application, you want to get back to the home screen, or you want to go back one step inside the application, you got to use these little tiny buttons on the back of the device, which you can't really tell just by touch which one does what. It's really stupid, but you got to use those buttons on the back there. Now, speaking of the OS in general, I'm assuming the OS is fine, but the way this device handles the OS is horrible. The touchscreen is really ridiculous. You have to tap really hard on the device just to recognize the tap. Now, I'm doing a demonstration. I have a wallpaper here, a live wallpaper that you first saw in the Nexus 1. And if you tap on it, it makes a little explosion. So I'm going to do a demonstration here with using that same wallpaper on my Evo 4G, a cell phone, compared to using it on this tablet. You can tell I had to touch or tap really hard on this tablet to really have any type of response with that. And that just shows you the touchscreen. And plus, it came about 4 or 5 pixels already out of the box too as well. It doesn't have the Android Marketplace, and I think Google actually disabled the Marketplace on this device, and because it just wasn't doing everything right. And also, but the device does have an App Store though, which has decent amount of applications. I tried to download a couple of them, but they didn't work for me. So you may have better luck on your own. And also, when I pulled down this little notification tray as well, it says El Telco Loco. So I was doing some research on it. It looks like this is some type of cell phone company. I'm assuming in Mexico, looking at the wording of it. But nobody knows why this is on this device. What is it doing? If you look at the battery life standby, over 50% of my battery life standby is just to this device itself, to this trying to connect to this network. I don't know what it's trying to do, but I don't trust it. So I didn't put any Gmail, I didn't put any personal information into this device at all. So I can't show you contacts or email or any of that type of stuff. I can't show you none of that. One decent thing on this device though is that the web browser is pretty fast. It doesn't have any multi-touch, no pinch to zoom, nothing like that. It's kind of sad, but it is kind of speedy. Not as fast as the browser on the Evo running Froyo, but it's a little bit about the same speed as far as on the browser that you might even find on the iPad. I haven't done a real test with it, but it's not bad at all as far as the speed. So overall, this device sucks. I can't recommend it at all. Nobody's recommended this device at all. It's real cheap. That's one of the good things it has going for it, but in this case, you really do get what you pay for. But I don't think this is a true representation of Android tablets in general. It's definitely not. And I think we will see some Android tablets around the $200 price point, maybe even $150 price point, that are decent, that are actually usable, that are actually good, and have a good user interface, have good design and everything. But this one just ain't it. So don't get this device at all. Do not waste your money. I'm about to go return this right now at Kmart. But thanks for watching this video and surviving this tablet, and I will catch you later. Peace. Peace of shit.